half a day. So if you guys caught that live, that was pretty awesome that I did at the beach earlier today. My goodness, I can tell that I've gotten darker, even though I have been putting on sunscreen, but just as long as I don't burn anymore. Sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to ask, have you ever had a customer, as soon as you started shopping on Spark, ask if you're able to buy beer? Now, do you want to think the best of the situation and just wondering if it's because we're old enough to be able to buy beer? Or do you think it might come to the point where it's a situation where they're going to ask if you can buy it for them and they'll pay it back? What do you think? Has this ever happened to you? Keep watching to see what happened. But anyways, we are out here multi-apping. My hubby had to run into the store real quick, and I figured I would go ahead and do my intro video. But this is our second time doing gig work here at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And not too long after getting to the Walmart that's closest to where we're staying, I ended up getting this curbside, which I'm sure I'll just do a quick pop-up, or I'll put it at the end of the clip when we do the drop-off. But it is for 3 customers. One does have like 45 items, but nothing, extraordinarily heavy. I mean, 1 case of water, and then the other 2 are small or to a almost medium-sized order. But it is 9.4 miles for $43. So we are off to a good start. It is going to be the dinner shift. The other day we ended up doing kind of like a late morning lunch shift, which was horrible. It for the first impression on doing a day shift out here, it wasn't a good one, even though the first and only offer that we ended up accepting was $27. And if that was consistent throughout the 2 hours we worked, that would have been excellent. So once my husband gets back into the car, we're gonna go ahead and head on over to the pickup and do this curbside. So wish us luck, and let's hope that this dinner shift will go way better. Woohoo! First time doing a DoorDash here in Myrtle Beach, and it is for a pickup at Sizzle and Smash. Hey, hi, I've got a DoorDash for Shannon.
Shannon?
Awesome, thank you.
You have a good one, drive safe.
Thank you. Okay, so we completed that first curbside pickup, and that was at the Walmart that's near the resort that we're staying at. And then after we dropped that off, we decided to go ahead and check out yet a different location, which is where we're parked at right now. But on the way, I had DoorDash on and ended up picking up an offer there. And the interesting thing of that one is that when I first picked it up, as it shows, it said $6.50, but then upon completion, and here I took a screenshot of that as well, it said $12. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if the customer had increased the tip as soon as I, completed the offer. I mean, it didn't say I got an increase of the tip. It just automatically showed that I was going to get $12. So I don't know if she increased the tip. When I said completed, I meant to say complete pickup. So I don't know. I didn't see that part, but I thought that was interesting. And not that I'm complaining, because it went from $6.50 to $12, and it was on the way to the Walmart that we're at right now, and we're waiting. And like I said on that previous clip from our first shift here in a tourist community, this specific zone, is 12 Walmarts. This market is 12 Walmarts, and it's pretty spread out. Oops, I'm getting an offer. It took a minute, but finally got a shopping order. 5 items, 6 miles, $16. So let's get in there and get to shopping. sorry.
You're fine.
Alright, so it says it's supposed to be on the end cap, but that's Red Bull. This was the issue we were having with the other store we were at for shopping. We had to cancel it because there were too many items that just weren't where they were supposed to be. And at the moment, it looks like this Mac have the same issue. Because it says A20, and as you can see, I'm heading to A24. Okay, picked up another Spark order. It's a shopping, another one, but this one, it has more items this time. It's 18 items, 8 miles for $26. So this was the store we were having issues with earlier with stuff just not, where it was supposed to be. So hopefully, just hopefully, we won't have too many issues with this order. But let's get to shopping. Thankfully, it was it was nothing bad. I told the customer that it's something that unless she can add it from her end, I can't add it from my side of the app. And she said it was okay. And when we finally made the drop off, she had said that when she had placed the order, it didn't give her the option to add the beer. So she ended up just purchasing that on her own right before we met up with her. But again, I'd like to know, have you guys ever had a situation where a customer asks you to buy something and they paid back? Leave a comment. I'd love to hear your experience. End of our shift. So I look tired. Even though it's gotten darker out, I can still see how much of more of our tan I've gotten. It was our second shift here in a tourist community. And peak season, does it mean you get better pay? If you watched my first video, you'll know how it was to do a day shift. And so make sure you go check that out. And with this one here for our evening shift, we ended up working almost 4 hours. And I accepted 3 on Spark. I was able to multi-app. And 1 on DoorDash. And that was interesting. I know you saw on the previous clip, and it was just weird. Like I said, I didn't get any notification of any increase for that. So unless I just missed it, but like I said, I looked back at the notifications towards the end. After I noticed that it had gone up, I didn't see any notifications saying that the customer had, increased the tip. But that's, quite the change, from $6.50 to $12, which is pretty awesome. And so one observation my husband made is that from the markets that we normally work back home, he did notice that when it comes to how much we can make out here, that the pay seems to be just a little bit higher. But then again, for this second shift, it was dinner time. We started, it was already almost 5 o'clock, and the pays definitely were higher. As you saw, the first order was for curbside, $43. That's a way to start a shift. But you'll see here, this is what we did in 4 hours, which was pretty cool. The fact that we were able to, make at least $100 out here. And it's interesting. I at least just on this short experience, because of driving up and down, you know, this coast right here along the beach, and during a peak season. I personally, you know, glad I'm not in a tourist community on one hand. But on the other hand, you know, because you have the potential during peak season, you know, to make more money. But so I don't know. I mean, I hope you guys that are watching this, that are seasoned Spark drivers or even gig drivers of any app, if you are working in a tourist community, what are your thoughts? Especially if you can compare from a tourist community to just a regular one, off season, you know, peak season. You know, what changes do you see? But thank you guys so much for watching my video, you know, supporting my channel. I totally appreciate that. And if you haven't already, make sure you smash that or tickle that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you'll know when I start a live stream or submit any videos. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you on the next video. Stay safe out there. Get out there, make that money, but make sure you make it home safely. Until next time, adios for now.